Good morning. And Teddy at the minute, guys. So I do Glendalough here in the Wicklow Mountains, and hopefully we should get to see some beautiful views as the day goes on. It's going to be a long day. It's what, 9:20 here. I don't plan to be home before 6:30. I took a day off work because my son has a big exam today, so I left him in the house alone and thought I'd disappear. But his exam's 4:30 till 6:30. So yeah, so I don't want to be back before 6:30. So it's gonna be a long day. Joe, my friend, how you doing? Good to see you. But we've made our way up. Basically, we are way down at the bottom. So I don't know whether you can see me. I've got a bit of a sweat on at the minute, guys. It is quite you can see a bit of a sweat on. Like, it's a tough enough climb to actually get up here, but hey, what a day. If the weather stays like this, I will be delighted. I will be delighted. So we're heading close to reason it's actually called Glendalough here, guys, is because it's classed as the basically two lakes in a valley. So it's the valley of two lakes, and that's why it's actually known as Glendalough. We'll know those classes hard, and there's lots of rocks, and that's one of the lakes. And then we should be able to see at some point the main loch in front of us as well. But it's just one of them fabulous places. I've not had a chance to come here due to COVID for a good while. Heavenly do. How are you, my bestie? We've got a wonderful day here. Hopefully it'll stay this way. I'll just give you a view looking down, guys, from up here. We can't really get to see the main loch. The main loch is basically right in front of me here. So that's a small loch. The beautiful Glendalough. Joe, back home from Brisbane, fun trip back to Sydney. Car crashed, 3-car on the M1 southbound lanes 3. Truck broke down at Calgary exit just off the Calgary Bridge, and a truck almost burned into the ground up. Oh wow. Good day, DJ. How are you, my friend? We are actually parked, guys, where this small lake is. We are like about a mile or so, maybe half a mile or so in that direction past there. So what we do, we made us way. I got some pictures of me taking Teddy down at the bottom, which I'll post later on, from the bottom of the lake there. Then we've made us way up by the waterfall along the tops here, and as you start to climb, you will see where we're actually heading later. Later on today, we will be across this side as well, guys. So where the actual, my walking stick's actually pointing, we will be across these points as well. We're going to head across the other side. Now, that's what I call hardcore hiking. It is so tough. The truck on fire was a battery fire. Look at the driver pulled up before the whole lot went up. Oh, my God. Yeah, talking of fires, my wife's actually just contacted me now. My niece, she's got an Audi, more or less. Well, it's only a couple of year old. The Audi that was parked up outside the house last night. It's basically a write-off now. It actually caught fire to my brother-in-law, my niece's husband's van as well. He's got a business and everything like that. Caught fire to a bit of damage to the next door car as well, and there's still, I don't know what the story is yet. My wife's only just texted me in the last 10 minutes, so just getting ready. If I can get reception, there's reception in Brisbane. Good to see you, my friend. I might drop in just to say hello, and then once my name's up there, it will head some of my viewers across. If it shows that I'm actually in your room, it may take some of my followers across to you, and they'll follow you as well, my friend. So whether you're interested in that, if you want me to join you for 5 minutes, just to put a little view here, and I can then drop down. Can I check if I subscribe you? Can you do a comment, please? Sure, I can. Yeah, no problem at all. Hey, now we are loaded up today, guys. Now I've got to try not to. Good morning, Chad. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you. But you can actually click on my name at the bottom, at the top there, You probably see now. I did write something there, but I don't know whether it's actually come through. Bear with me a second. Now my reception. Kia just recalled 57,000 cars over 2 models. Kia, yeah, I used to have a Sorrento actually. How's Heavenly doing? So I think it's just a beautiful place. You can see this is one of the car parks here. This is the main car park in front of me here. But I don't like parking up there, like, because you're right into your walk there. So we have a beautiful walk through the actual forest through this way. So we park at the small lake there. And when I arrived, there's only a couple of cars here, a couple of camper vans. All good, my friend. Sounds outstanding. No problem, DJ. What as we head on? Good morning, Bjorn. Glendalough is so beautiful. Morning. What? Good morning, Bjorn. How are you, my friend? And like I say, Glendalough, meaning the Valley of Two Lakes. Now we do get better views of the main loch, which is underneath. There's a lot of filming of the Vikings actually carried out here, Chad. So I've still yet to sort out that. But yeah, my the reason I took today off work, guys, my son has a big exam this afternoon, and I thought I'm going to leave him in the house alone. I'm going to Teddy out the way and just have a day out. So I managed to get a day off leave, and I thought, why not? One of the nice places is going to be quiet enough. It will be busy later on. Been there twice, so stunning views. There you go, Bjorn. Well, I'll show you our trek where we'll be heading today. Shortly, we should be able to see. We go where no man goes, you could say. So let me just stop here before I lose you. So we're going to head in along here, guys, along the top of this mountain here. Beautiful views looking down to the loch. Heading across as far as you can actually go. And then what you do, you come down from the mountain to basically a little bridge here where the waterfall actually comes down from the mountains. We are then going to go off track and head across the other side of the mountain, and we'll be coming across this direction here. Nobody actually does that side, so yeah, it's pretty tough. The hydraulic electronic control unit, the module that controls the ABS, vehicle off the air, gets water in it, a short circuit can occur. Yeah, I got to be careful of reading comments now. I got because I'm only on a as you can see, this is the board. These are the tram lines going across to exactly, yeah. That's why we'll call the main walk kilometers to the main lake, a couple of kilometers before we actually start to basically climb. Okay, guys. So this right in front of you, we will get better views there. Now the wind is picking up. I should have put my headphones in, so I apologize about the wind noise, guys. This where I'm pointing to now. This is where they did a lot of the filming of the Vikings, guys. And I've got pictures of their set and everything. We went on the set and had a good look around. There was deer hanging up. There was hares hanging up. There was rabbits hanging up. There was all different things which you would use from that time. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So that's basically known as the quarry down there. That's where they used to mine for, I think there's actually been silver mining in the day here as well. There's also silver mining, but obviously all that stopped, all the quarry and everything. Now there are remnants of some of the old machines and everything which you get to see. But as soon as I'm actually down here by the old workings and everything where they do that, Walt the Viking, yeah, Bjorn, you've got the name for a Viking, Bjorn. You've got a better name. I think I'm going to change my name to Bjorn. But yeah, but as you can appreciate, when you get down to this level here, you are in a big valley here, and you get absolutely no reception at all. Like I've tried to broadcast from there, you can't even broadcast from the bottom of the lake. Now, the way the actual path, you can, where the end of my pole is, that's the actual path leading up. You can just make it out where my stick is. So there are two ways, but due to COVID at the moment, that must have been so interesting. It was great, Chad. It was really great to see it here. It really was, to see it all set up and the way they set like the skins for the houses and everything. Good morning, Jason, my friend. What's up, Walt? What's up, Walt? Nothing's up with me. I'm always happy, Jason. I'm glad to be out. I'm glad to be visiting nature yet again. And we'll be here for a good 5, 6, 7 hours, guys. I prefer more international name who people can pronounce. Are we prospecting for gold and silver today? Jason, believe it or not, back in the days, this was actually mined for actual silver as well. Audrey, how are you doing? Great to see you, my friend. Appreciate you dropping by. So our plan is today, guys. I don't know whether you can make out roughly where my walking stick is there, because I don't want to get too close and broadcasting with them. So what they're going to do now, they're going to climb up the top of here and then make the way along the top. So that's exactly where we're going to be heading. And then what we do, we come down the actual mountain there to roughly where my stick is. There's a bridge where the waterfall flows down. We're going to have a little break there, maybe a sandwich or so. I did bring a packed lunch today because it's going to be a long day, and I bought Teddy food, etc., etc. And then we're going to be heading our way across there. Now, when we head across the other side, usually what people do, they make the way down the side of the actual waterfall here, down this path here. But no, we like to be different. We head across the other side, and that's when we get to see all the deer, guys. There's so many deer across the other side. It's just a beautiful view, but it's hard to comprehend on a phone how big this is and how tall it is actually when you're heading across there. So that's the way we're going to be heading across the other side later on today. So that's going to be probably in about I'd imagine around about three hours or so before we actually get around the other side. So what I do a broadcast from maybe from the top where the stick's actually pointed at the moment. I'll show you from the other side, looking down on the lock from the other side. Bear with me a second. Good morning. Hi, how are you, Grant? Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. And you, Teddy, come here. It's okay. I've got a little man just keeping ahead of me. He's soft. That's why Walt's dog wearing a golden collar, gold to find there. Yeah, God, I wish. I wish. Now, it's one of them places, guys, you are not allowed to, officially, you're not allowed to use drones there. I have put a drone up. I put a mini drone up from a little bit further on. I basically put the mini drone when we was actually up here very, very early in the morning, away from everybody else. But you're also not allowed to use metal detectors. Metal detectors were not allowed in this in this vicinity. Vacation? Vince, my friend, good to see you. How are you, Vince? Great to see you, my friend. Appreciate you dropping by. We're at the beautiful Glendalough, the Valley of Two Lakes here in the Wicklow Mountains, and we're out for probably 6, 7 hours today. I feels like a vacation. I know, Bjorn. I've actually booked my vacation for this year. We're not traveling abroad this year. We're going on a cruise next year, all being well. It's my wife's big birthday next year. So I said we're going on, well, she wants to go on a cruise. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a Scandinavian cruise. There you go, Bjorn. A Scandinavian cruise. We're trying to get that booked, but at the minute, the company we actually travel with when we're heading abroad, they will not pans out over the coming month for you. Well, for you, it feels like a vacation. Every day feels like a vacation when I'm not working, Vince. When I'm not working, every day feels like a vacation. I just took a day off today. I wanted to visit here, plus my son's basically got a big exam on, and I wanted to leave him in peace, get away from the house, take Teddy away like so. He can take over the kitchen with all his stuff and everything like that. Then you'll really be Walt the Viking, I know. But yeah, it's just one of them places. I really miss coming back here. Due to COVID and everything, I weren't able to travel. So this is the first time I've been here for probably close to a year now. And it's just one of them places. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't know whether anybody actually saw. I did funny moments. It's going back probably beginning of Haps. One Friday evening, I did a funny moment around the hill. And also when I sat on a rock. Okay, I sat on a rock. Oh my God, what have you? I know, Vince, but I sat on this rock and I didn't realize I was broadcasting on Periscope at the time. And what I didn't realize is the rock was like this when I sat on. By the time I come off, the rock was starting to plant. Well, if anybody's seen that actual video up on Haps there, if not, then have a quick look at it, because that's where I was actually sat across here, guys. I was sat at the top of here, sat on a rock, and that rock would have fell. I'd have been a on this rock, and so that's the actual. I did, and I actually got more in the evening looking at a few cows than I did on traveling like 3-hour round trip journey to show you a lighthouse and beautiful views, beautiful coastal walk, and yet I got more people watching me view the cows. I guess it's just the time of day you're broadcasting. Walk a little further. Bjorn, don't worry, we're walking for the day, my friend. I'm good, brother, getting ready to crash out in a few minutes. Figured I'd stop in and say hello to Walt first. So I really appreciate that, Jason. You're very kind, my friend. And that's the same as me. Sometimes we don't have time to spend all the time with broadcasters, but it's always nice to just drop in and say hi, say hello to them, and show that you do appreciate them as well. So, yeah, we really, really appreciate that, guys. And it's great at the moment because it's so quiet now. Later on, that's why another reason I head across the other side, guys, because nobody will be across there. I'll be there alone, just me and Teddy. Whereas if I come down the normal road, the normal route down by the waterfall along the side of the actual lake here, it does get very, very busy. Like, so I'd imagine later on. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like in the week. It's very rarely. I can't remember the last time I visited this midweek. I meant walking to get a better connection. No hurry. Oh, Bjorn, yeah, I know, my friend. Like I say, it's going to be hit and miss as well. I know I usually sit on the side of this part here where I broadcast usually. I started this one. Is that a hiking place? It is, Vince, but it's also a national park, my friend. Yeah, it's a national park. It's open. You can just park up. You can't really see. Oh, yeah, you may be able to see just where my stick is there. You can basically park in the car park. They have like a little, they've got vans and everything for food and coffee and everything like that. And even if you're elderly or disabled or in a wheelchair, anything like that, you can park up there, you can get out, and then you can make your way. You can just walk a short distance over to the beautiful lake here and see these wonderful views ahead. So yeah, it is an hiking place if you want it to be a hiking place, but it's also a place of beauty, well, natural beauty, and just one of them places where you can just sit there. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of picnic areas and barbecue areas where you can set a barbecue up and everything around where my stick is there on the edge of the lake. There's people who have a little swim in the actual lock as well. You get a lot of people. This would probably be one that is cool, and the view is amazing and a good place to reflect. Vince, exactly, my friend, it is. It's so gets rid of those cobwebs. It's indeed worth visiting. It is beyond. It's probably one of the if you're staying around Dublin or Wicklow, anywhere like this, then this is probably one of the places where all the tour buses would actually take you to. This would be like top of their list to visit. Okay, so basically they do tour buses and everything around there. We're lucky in respect we can go alone. We live about an hour, just over an hour, about an hour and 5 minutes away from here, heading south. So that's where we actually live. But it is worth visiting just for the actual views of the actual lake, the two lakes. Even if you only walked up by the small lake there to the main lake, just for the views is just absolutely spectacular. And then you've also got a monastic site as well. You've got a big round tower. You can't actually see it from here. I will do a broadcast later on from it, guys, looking down on it. But a big round tower and church and just a fabulous place. It really is. One of my best visits out there. Really, Bjorn, there you go. Well, hopefully if you ever come back, Bjorn, please give me a shout because I'd be delighted to to walk with you as well around here, and I'd take you out to see some other awesome places as well, which are pretty close to Glendalough as well. You've got the awesome Loch Tay, which is owned by the Guinness family, the Guinness estate there. Looking down on Loch Tay, it's just an absolutely gorgeous views. It really is. And also another place they filmed the Vikings. So there you go. I'm surprised you have an internet connection. Bjorn, I am at the moment. I'm very surprised, my friend. Now, it's saying I've still got good. Maybe one day, well, I would love to visit there and maybe have a pub. Vince, you are more than welcome, my friend. I would love to be an escort for the day. I've done it to other people who have visited Ireland. I've picked them up from the hotel and I've took them to places where they wouldn't have been able to get to before. So, yeah, even the drive down here, guys. I mean, even to get to this place, you go through what's known as the Sally Gap. And it's in basically a valley, but there's no connection whatsoever. But just a drive through there, you feel so at ease, so peaceful, so relaxed. You have to take it easy because you do get the deer running out in front of the car as well. And if you're traveling at speed, then believe me, a deer hitting the front of the car is not good for your car, and it's not good for you actually. They do cause a lot of damage. So yeah, you just take it easy, take your time, and enjoy the views as well. And if you ever plan to come to Holland, just let me know. Bjorn, I do. I'd love to come across to Holland as well, my friend. I went many years ago when I used to play soccer to Maastricht there. But I didn't really travel because I was too young at that time as well. So, yeah, but you could say flat country. If I remember right, there's a lot of cycling and a lot of flatland cycle lanes, and but you can't really see at the moment, guys, the actual views looking down on this side as well, where we've actually walked from. But it is just so you can actually get a sense of walking along the Poli this morning. It's 9:45. Maastricht, that's the southeast. Yeah, I can't remember where it actually was. I know that's where I actually went to the beyond. Flat to the pack. Yeah, it was. That's what I remember. And we was like a soccer team, and everything like that. We all stayed with individual families. The family I stayed with was absolutely brilliant. But I remember the lad there taking me out on his like scooter, no helmets or anything like that. But I had the brilliant day. Hi, my friend, welcome. But yeah, so this is where I will be bringing you from later on, guys. So like I say, we're yeah, it's yeah, there are literally hundreds of deer up here now. I've never thought what Teddy's reaction's going to be like to the deer, so I want to try and keep him in close to me. Deception going from good to bad. What I'm going to do 30-minute broadcast, guys, this morning. Oh, actually, the other thing you've got to be very, very careful with is there are some big drops, guys. So I'll show you this one here. Get too close, then you could some view looking down. Yeah, oh yeah, brilliant. And the deer are literally everywhere. Good morning, sweet pea. How are you, Leslie? Great talk. The Valley of Two Lakes here in the Wicklow Mountains. We had an early start of my walk before it starts to get busy later on. I took a day off work today because my son's actually got a big exam this afternoon, so I wanted to get out of the house and leave him in peace. So we've got plans. It's what it's about 9:48 here, so I can't be getting back before 6:30 this evening. So as you can see, all good. I'm doing all good. What's better way? Listening to the beautiful wind whistling by my ears and just really, really enjoying myself. Nice place, the Wicklow man. I'm moshed. I can't beat it, mate. Especially having a day off. I thought, why not? I said up to the Glendalough here. I do a lot of places around the Wicklow Mountains, also the Cumbers down in Waterford, like so. Are we back? The last thing I heard is that you went to Maastricht and then the connection. Oh no, did the connection to? But someone said earlier, it's just make out, and then the second lake here. So it's a place called known as Glendalough, the Valley of Two Lakes. But it is just absolutely beautiful. Listening to the actual birds tweeting away on my side. We've just seen a couple of deer now. It is renowned for a lot of deer. Our plant trail here along the tops here, then this trail goes further on and then eventually start to come down the mountain to roughly where the waterfall is here. There's a bridge there. The normal route for people then is to make the way down the side of the actual waterfall back along the main lake here. You can just make out the actual trail path, make the way along the side of it, but we're not going that way. We like to be different, guys. So what we do, as soon as we get to the bridge here, we head over the other side. And what I'll be doing, I'll be bringing you broadcasts roughly around about this point. Some nice places down in Waterford too. Yarmouth, yeah, I mean Mahon Falls, the Cumber Mountains, Cwmllingan, and around there. I just love it. I've been there, God knows how many, area of outstanding natural beauty. It is beyond. And heavenly, in my funny moments broadcast where I actually sat on a rock. I sat on a rock and it basically was moving while I was actually broadcasting. I wasn't aware it was actually moving, this big rock. If you can remember that broadcast I did, my funny moments, a couple of months ago anyway. No, Bjorn don't remember it. No, but yeah, I did put it up. I mean, look back on my broadcast and see my funny moments. It was done on a Friday evening. It was when I got electrocuted, when I fell down the hill and put my shoulder out, when I got attacked by the gulls on the Salty Island, and then basically I sat on a rock. Well, that rock, I was actually sat up here, guys, on the edge here, looking down on the lock from there. So I was actually sat there. So if you look back at it and see it actually sloping, if that rocket would have fell, did you go on the magic road at the foot? I did. Yeah, I did. I switched mine on. I got a big Toyota estate as well. And beyond, I know it was probably, I think, another off the edge of the rock. The rock could have fell on me. I'd have caused an avalanche, and basically, well, you can see that's what I'd have actually fell down, and the rock could have been tumbling on top of me. But it was huge rock. But that's where I was actually sat. I'd made my way along from the thing, and round about where my stick is, around that point there, because I can remember looking down on this view, looking down onto the lock from there. Oh, it was crazy at the time, Leslie. It was it was so funny. I was broadcasting on Periscope at the time, and I said, "Oh, listen, guys, time to move on. Like, let's get my backpack on. Let's get my walking stick. Let's stand up." So I stood up, and all of a sudden, this rock started to move backwards. It was starting to slip, like it had started to dislodge and slant, and I didn't realize I was sat on the edge of it. And I think another 5 minutes, yeah, the rock would have tumbled. I'd have slipped off the edge. The rock would have fell on top of me. I'd have been a squashed Walty, and then I'd have probably caused an avalanche, because you can actually see all the loose stones along the top. So I don't know whether you can actually, if I can just bring you to like the points along the top there. There's so many big rocks, and you don't realize, and there's so many cliffs as well, and that's where we will be heading later today, guys. We will be doing a bit of rock climbing as well. I do call it hardcore hiking, but you can see where the rocks have actually come down there as well. Now imagine what a huge rock starting an avalanche from there. Oh my god. Good morning, Bjorn and Cookie. Good morning. Two Bjorns in the house. Good morning. That looks absolutely fantastic. Good morning, Bjorn and Cookie. Are you stalking me, or am I stalking you? Second day in a row, we went to the same broadcast after Kyle. Was your first Viking? Was that your first Viking, Bjorn? That's actually before the Vikings was actually out, I do believe. But yeah, guys, anybody I mentioned it earlier on. I hate to keep repeating myself, but if anybody's actually seen the series, The Vikings, a lot of it was actually filmed down here. We managed to get on a set. I took pictures and everything. So where this place is here, where my stick's actually, where a lot of the Vikings was actually filmed, guys, down in, where are we? There. Right in the middle of the picture there, you can see that building and everything there. And what they did, they put like skin huts all the way around as well. You've got like little buildings just before where the rocks are, at the top of the actual picture there. So if I move the picture down a second, roundabout at the top there, you've got all little buildings which were all done up, and it was just an incredible set. Absolutely incredible to actually see. Right, we've had a bit of relaxation, guys. This is when we start to climb again. So I will do another broadcast later on, guys, from maybe another half an hour, I don't know, 3/4 an hour, when we get along this point. So we will be looking down onto the beautiful Valley of Two Lakes. So for the time being, guys, Hodi Bjorn is actually my spouse, and we use this account together. So this is Cookie here today. Oh, wow, there you go. Oh, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. But hey, Cookie, good to see you. Good to see you. Kimberly, how you doing? How come when you're just about to knock off, everybody starts to come in? Do you live, I think, do you live close to the mountains or are you traveling? No, I live about an hour and 5 minutes away from this place here. I live at the base, basically 5, 10 minutes away from Mount Leinster, which is part of the Blackstairs Mountains. So yeah, I do live close to the mountains, and I'm always tends to be up there quite a lot. But I do travel as well for broadcast, for also my own pleasure as well. I heard Braveheart was filmed there too. Yeah, Braveheart was filmed around here as well. And also you've got down on one of the beaches we actually go to, it was Saving Private Ryan was actually filmed down there on Wicklow Beach as well, and a number of other big films as well. Yeah, I was up there on my motorcycle one of the days they were filming. Ah, yeah, Mosh. It's awesome. Good day, Bernie. Good day, my friend. How you doing in Wexford? Yeah, Mosh, that's all right. Oh, are you in Wexford? Or I thought you were around Waterford, Mosh. Are you not in Waterford? You're in Wexford as well, are you? But yeah, Saving Private Ryan, I think was done on Wicklow Beach there down in County Wexford. Yeah, that's what where a little bit further along Kilmore Quay is where we go out to. We catch the boat out to the Salty Islands to see the puffins, which we will be doing either towards the end of this month or the beginning of next month. In Dunmore East, was saying it was filmed in. Ah, right, you're in Dunmore East. Ah, right, I was down in the Hook looking across at Dunmore East last on the weekend. We were down on the Hook Peninsula there. My man Walt, my man Richie, how you doing, my friend? Great to see you. The dog seems to enjoy. Oh yeah, and he's lucky because he's so quiet in the minute now. Like I say, there are lots of deer around as well, guys. No clue why there were so many films filmed there. Something was beautiful. I know. I imagine, Bjorn. But good to see you, Richie. I hope things are well with you, my friend. We're at a beautiful place called Glendalough, the Valley of Two Lakes. Not the bestest views at the moment, but when we get to the top here, we will start to see some nice views looking down on the two lakes. And then later on today, we will be broadcasting from the other side, guys. I'm out for the day. I'll be here for anything up to 7 or 8 hours, I'd imagine, today. I'm not quite sure at the minute. If we get round in time, the other side is basically hardcore hiking. It is tough going. It really is. And especially we've had a lot of rain recently as well. It's going to be pretty boggy as well. So like I say, for those who are just joining, guys, this is where they did a lot of the filming for the Viking series. Thanks, Richie. Appreciate it. Just down where my thing is. I took pictures of it. Unable to broadcast from there because we are in the middle of a valley and basically there's no reception at all. We're lucky to get reception where we are at the moment, but it's just one of them. Teddy, come here. Teddy, here. Come here. Wait. Don't want this little lad going too far. Like I say, there are deer scattered around here. We do get to see more deer, and I will show you guys when we get over later on today. Whether you're still around, I'm not quite sure, but when we start making his way over the other side, being as it's so quiet and nobody goes across that side, that's when we got to see a lot of the deer. And there are beautiful stags. They're massive stags. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So we are parked, guys. This is the small lake here. Basically to the far side of that, about a mile away from there, that's where we're actually parked. So what we did, you can see the monastic site. Bjorn, hi, appreciate that, Bjorn. You can see the monastic site roughly where my pole is actually pointing. We've made our way up the side of the mountains along to where we are now. So, and then we're going to carry on, get across this one, down again, and then across the other side. So we're in for a good day, guys, and I will bring you a couple of broadcasts as soon as we get reception. Even the beautiful waterfall which actually flows down in between the valley here is just a stunning place, and just the noise coming off the waterfall, the flowing water is just absolutely fabulous. And we get excited, guys, but who's not? Who wouldn't get excited? I'm enjoying life, and I'm enjoying the platform as well, and we're so lucky we're Enough batteries. Yeah, I've got two big battery back. Well, not big battery backs, but I've got 3 charges on one and then about 4 or 5 charges on the other. So I've actually got an iPad here. I've got my iPad as well, my mini iPad. I've also got an extra phone as well. I've got an iPhone, an old iPhone 6S, I think it is. So yeah, we are pretty well covered. I'll just give you enough batteries. Yeah, there you go. There's me in the background, guys. I got my we are here, as you can see, and we're climbing. But you can see I'm quite kitted up as well. We've got the camera on. I got my battery packs and everything over to the side there. I've got a backpack with all my camera gear and everything in there as well. I did pack a few sandwiches as well today, because I'm going to need a little bit of something, especially if we're gone for so long today. But we are starting to open up now. We're getting to see. Hello, Bjorn and Cookie. You're ready, full equipment. Yeah, I'm spot on today. I have everything. Plus, I have my my Lecky stick as well. So we're all good. Hey, whoa. But isn't that just beautiful, guys? Just absolutely beautiful views when you get up here. And I apologise about the wind noise, but there's not much I can actually wear my AirPods, but I didn't put them in because it was so quiet. But as you can imagine, when you start to climb, like, the wind's always going to come in. But Glendalough, the Valley of Two Lakes. But let me just stay quiet. So that's if you come down the mountain, guys. I don't know whether you can make it out. You can see the zigzag path. Let me just zoom in there to actually no wind. No, oh, that's awesome. Appreciate that, Bjorn. Yeah, it's famous last words. Now you can actually see you can see the zigzag path. That's the way, like, everybody else would come. Okay, so they follow that zigzag path down the actual mountain there. You can see it coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down, and then down into the actual mining village itself. You can see right in the, if I can zoom it, no, that's as far as I can actually zoom. You can see that building, and then you've got little buildings behind that as well, where they put up like skin roofs and everything, and they'll hang deer when they was actually doing the filming, that is. But just an absolutely, and then people basically then follow the actual path down by the side of the lake there, out there. So just to give you an idea of actually how high you actually are up here. Some great walks around the hills in Upper Church and County Tip. Upper Church and County Tip. Marsh, I weren't aware. I've never really hiked in County Tip. I'll have to look into that. Upper Church. But isn't that just beautiful, guys? You gotta, how can you not like being out in the middle of nature? It's just such a beautiful place. But like I say, I'm broadcasting. I probably broadcasting at the wrong time. I mean, how many miles do you walk a week? Bjorn, it depends. On average, obviously, I'd be checking Teddy out every day, so he gets in between 4 and 6 miles every day, no matter what the weather, whether there's storms, whether it's raining, snowing, hailstones, anything. He gets his walk every day. Oh, I find the other chat on Haps Twitch. Hello, other Bjorn from Holland. What was I saying? So, yeah, between 4 and 6 every day of the week when I'm not, when I'm working, that is. So if on my day off like today and also the weekend, we can do anything up to like 28 miles in the day. Most weekends, the past couple of on that area, the lake looks so beautiful. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is super. Hello from Brisbane, Australia. Hello, Brisbane, Australia. And great to see you, my friend. Like I said, I'll take you a little bit. I was only planning on doing a half an hour broadcast, but I'll take you to the next viewpoint, and then I'm going to log off from this one. Oh, I just love it, Bjorn. You see, I had a back operation. What was that done? About 6 or 7 years ago now. I had a plate put in my back. And what I tend being as I'm working from home at the minute, sat at the kitchen table, I do have a proper chair and everything. But what I find is during the week, I start to seize up. If I don't get a good, decent walk in at the weekend, I start to feel quite bad. So, but hey, this is not about my health problems. This is about the beautiful views of Glendalough. But yeah, I have had back problems for a long time now. That's from my days in the fire service. Never-ending steps. Oh, believe me, they are never-ending steps. You were quite right there. They just go on. And just when you think you get round the corner, you think, we're there. You're not there. But like I say, this is a warm-up to going across the other side, because the other side is far, 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 far worse than this side. The black butt owl. If you sit still, you rust. Exactly, Bjorn, I do. Yeah, no, I start to seize up. So if I do a good, like today, this will keep me going now for a few days, and then we'll be back to the weekend. But yeah, it's pretty tough, like working from home, and also I do a lot of driving for a living as well. Have you always enjoyed walking, hiking, or when did it start? When did it start? No, I used to play. I guess it started after I started having back problems, because before that I used to play a lot of golf. I played a lot of golf, then I had to stop the golf because of my back problems. Have you always enjoyed walking, hiking? So I'd say, but saying that, coming to Ireland, I mean, we've had dogs more or less since I've been to Ireland. I've been walking there, so I may be saying that wrong. So definitely since I've been in Ireland, I've been living in Ireland now, 17 years? And I have been hiking since then. So I'm just going to climb this to the next viewpoint, guys. Then I'm going to log this off. A little bit longer than I expected, but I will bring you back at some stage to show you the beautiful deer. It's just I want to get my camera and everything ready with a big zoom lens, so I can get a few pictures of the actual deer as well while I'm here. But yeah, back to the never-ending steps, which go on. And like I say, you think you're nearly there now, and what happens? You get to the top, and then you see there's, hold on a second, are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Oh no, we've got a long way to go yet. So guys, I'm going to leave you with this views here. We'll come across and show you this. I figured out why you walk a lot over here. Something with weeds in the front yard. So that's what I say. Don't get near the edge, guys, because there are big drops. Wait, Ted, no. Wait. So I'm impressed by your pace. Well, thank you very much. So I'm going to love you and leave you for the time being, guys. I will be back later on in the day. Maybe half an hour, I don't know. When I can get good reception again, I can show you something which maybe I haven't shown you before. But for the time being, guys, I appreciate you dropping by. I appreciate your company. I appreciate the awards. Bye, well, have a great day. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. Listen, guys, have a great Wednesday wherever you are around the world. Stay safe, be good, stay friendly, stay true, and be happy, guys. Bjorn, appreciate you dropping by, my friend. So for the time being, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. From me and this little man here who's not going to say hello, he's going to decide, Teddy, come away. You're not used to this type of place yet. You're getting a little bit too close. Thanks a million, guys. Have a great day. You know what it is for myself and Teddy? It's a 3, 2, 1.